Hi there, and welcome back to episode 5. In this week's episode, perhaps not surprisingly, after covering back offense last week, we covered back defense. So, this was all about how to protect your back and get out of situations where an opponent has taken your back. So, as opposed to submitting your opponent, which is what we covered last week, this was the polar opposite, pun intended. Before we dive in, though, I want to ask for your help and support. If you like what we're pulling together here, if you like these videos, you like what we're doing, and you find it interesting, the best way you can support me is absolutely free. I'd like you to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave a comment below, maybe saying what you want to see next or what you particularly enjoy about the videos. That's the best way to support what we're doing, and it costs you absolutely nothing. Also, I invested in the graphic that you just saw on screen, so it would be super cool if that was worth it. Anyway, thank you very much. So, back defense. What did we learn? I think this was about relaxing and understanding that your opponent definitely had a dominant position and waiting for the opening and seizing upon that opportunity. My biggest takeaway was don't force the issue, don't force the drill. So we were doing reps, we were learning the technique, we'd learn a particular escape. One of the coaches would show us something, and then we'd go and drill it with our partners. I found too often I was trying to follow the script almost, right? I was trying to, instead of reacting to what my opponent did or where they left space, I was trying to repeat the skills or the technique that we've just been shown. And sometimes it doesn't work, right? This is great when you watch the instructor do it and they show you a certain set of moves and it looks like complete magic and they've escaped from a position a little bit like Houdini. And then you go and try it and you don't go anywhere and you're thinking, well, hold on, why not, right? I did exactly what it said on the tin, right? I cooked the pasta for 3 minutes, whatever it was, but it didn't work when I did it just now. It's so frustrating. But actually, the truth is realizing that your partner hasn't done exactly what your coach's partner did when they were demonstrating the technique, right? They've moved differently. They have a slightly different hold on you. You're in a slightly different position. Your strengths and weaknesses might be different to the ones that your coach has, right? They might be more flexible. They might be stronger. They're certainly going to be better, whatever it is. So it's not about forcing the issue. It's about listening, right? It's about being aware of what your partner is doing. It's about being aware of the situation you're in and understanding how to apply the technique that you've just been shown or apply a different technique to get out of that situation, to manage it. So, reflecting back on this week for me, it was all about having that understanding and having that empathy of what your partner was doing, reacting to that, and then applying the appropriate technique, not just the last technique you were shown. So, I think that's the big skill for me to develop and to work on is to really deep dive and understand, of the toolbox of things we've been shown, what's the right one to pick at any given moment. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this video. I'll catch you next week for episode 6.